Hey guys, this is Shawn calling in from Send, and today we are going to be looking at what the Send store is, and I'm going to be giving you guys a full rundown of what we do at Send. Right, so as you can see, I've logged into my Send store through the Send.store login over here. We can go to this website and you can just click on login, create an account, as well as create a store ID, right? So once that store ID is set, it is permanent, right? You can of course change it, right? It's not permanent forever. You can change it, but once it changes, it also affects the QR code up here. So this is the basics. You start with a link in bio, or like a Send store link, right? So you start there and you start by creating or putting in a lot of your details, which here we can see that there is my store name, there's the store description, there is the store location, there is the currency that we go for. There are different kinds of UI that you can go for within the Send store. And another important thing for UGC creators or social media creators would be to add links that connect their different social media accounts into one place. So it basically works like a link tree with different links connecting from one store. So after you do that, you click on save. Another thing is, let's go to the different kinds of products. This is the products page where you can see all the different products that will be shown through the Send store, right? So if I click on add new product, we can see that there are at least 8 different kinds of products within the Send store. So as you can see from the start would be the digital product, where you can sell ebooks, videos, instructionals, and if we go here, there's the physical product where you'll be having something physical that you're trying to sell, ship it out to the customer, right? And then we have events, which is adding an event ticket to your store. You can create event tickets for anything, and the people who are going to be attending your events can add the tickets directly to their Google or Apple wallets, right? So then comes subscriptions, which is for annual, monthly recurring revenue. This, you could consider this for any groups or group monthly subscriptions that you're taking from your customers, right? So then the custom price comes through, which is basically your customers type in the price that they want to donate towards you, or any sort of situation where the customer has to type in a custom price. There's no predetermined value. Then we have inquiries, which is a lead generations feature that we implemented because if you're using it as a link in bio tool and there's a customer that comes in and they want to actually know what offer or services you offer, you need a way to get that information from them so that you can follow up with them later. So lead inquiry helps you create a form full of different questions that you can actually put up on your Send store, and your customers just have to fill it out. Rental products is a new feature that we added, which it basically means, let's say you have a camera or a DJ controller at home and you wanted to rent it out to a friend. So that means you can add a rental product on Send, and Send will make sure that the billing is done in the right frequency and at the right time, while you can keep track of who you rented it out to, right? As well as, like, of course, retrieving it and all those kind of things, pick up as well as delivery. So then we come to links, which is basically adding external links within your store. This means this helps you send customers to other websites or web pages that you want to send them through your Send store. So it basically acts like a link tree for UGC creators. Then we have different categories. Here, categories are pretty important because if you add a category, you can start subsectioning your different products, right? So you can create different products and assign them to each different category. This is pretty important to create your store in a more neat manner, right? Because you don't want to have multiple products that are just out with no order. If you want to create and categorize your different products and the different niches that your product serves, you use categories for that. Now, if you go to orders, you can see that all the different orders that I have received through my Send store, as you can see, my account is mostly a test account, right? So the reason I use it would be to show you guys why I'm using it for. As you can see, there's so many of my own emails coming back to me, right? And these are orders that I can actually open up. So as you can see, I can see all the different, let's say, details of the product, as well as the person who actually put in the invoice, right, or the order. So now if you go to subscriptions, you can see, as I have no subscription products, right, this is where all the monthly recurring payments get tracked. Then we have events where I have one event product which I made to show a customer. So as you can see, there is that the price range of the tickets, as well as the capacity of the amount of tickets that are to be sold. And here you can see that there's a QR code for the ticket sales as well. So you can have a QR code in order to get, let's say, people to sign up to your event. Now, in marketplaces, this is the new part where we just launched Send marketplaces, where there are different kinds of marketplaces your Send store could join. Now, your product will be a part of these marketplaces, which I'll be showing in the marketplace demo. Right. So in my marketplaces, you can see that these are the marketplaces that I've joined, which is Thumbs as well as Saudi's marketplace. And earnings, you can see the amount of earnings that you've received through your marketplace. It is very important that you add your bank account details to the Send store so that we know how to pay you out from your marketplace earnings. Now, if you go to referrals, Send is currently sharing their revenue with anyone who is willing to refer us to other people, right? So if you connect your Stripe account down here, you will get a referral link which connects to other. Let's say if you send this referral link to a friend, the friend gets 30 days of free usage of Send, right, without any 1% fees, right? And the thing is, we will actually split our earnings by 20. So you will get 20% of all the income we earn through your friend, right? So that is how referrals work. Now in settings, this is the most important part of what you need to know is the shipping bit as well as the payments. Payments must be the top priority, right? Because if you don't integrate payments, there's no way for you to get paid or no way for people to purchase products off your Send store. So creating that bank account detail, putting in the bank account details as well as the Stripe account connecting is very important for us, not only for verification of who you are and how you're trying to get paid, but it's also a way for us to make sure that you do get paid. So this is a very quick rundown of the Send store. And as you can see, if I click on my link, this is how my Send store shows up. It is pretty native for mobile users as well as laptop users. So it works out for any sort of, let's say, sales that you want to do. So thank you for watching this demo. For the next one, I shall be demoing how to add Send MCP server to your AI of choice. Hey guys, this is Shawn from Send again, and now we are going to be looking into how to connect your own MCP server with Send. So what this enables you to do is actually pretty powerful, right? Because you don't have to actually go in and modify things or get information from your Send store. All you got to do is tell your go into ChatGPT or Claude, create your custom connector, and tell your agent to do something within your Send store, and it just does it. So that is what we will be breaking down here. So first things first would be to get on this link, right? So send -web-mcp.onrender.com/MCP. So once you get this link, right, so I will just copy this for the fun of it, right? And this is the URL for creating a custom connector from an AI of your choice. So for me, today my AI of my choice is Claude because I've just been using a lot of Claude recently. So let's go into customize and connectors. This is where your MCP server gets connected to your Claude. Now I'll create a custom connector over here. So I'll name it my Send store MCP, and here I shall add the server URL. You don't need to actually add anything in the advanced settings. Go on add and go over here and always allow, right? Always allow, and that's basically it. Now next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go on a new chat. Give me all the emails from my customers within my Send store. Let's say I just wanted to create a new newsletter for all my customers within my Send store. I ask Claude to give me a list of all the emails, and it is going to actually go in. As you can see, it is requesting through the MCP, and voila, there we are. So I have all the different emails, right? There are repeated emails, of course, but again, we're not going to be like going through it too much, but this is like, let's say, an example of what SendStore or MCP could actually help you out with. So that is a quick demonstration. If you have any doubts, we'll be attaching a link to the actual help docs. So easy. Thank you for watching. Alrighty guys, now next part is to show you what the Send Marketplace can do for you, right? So let's look into Send Marketplace. So here, if you come to www.send.market over here, you will be redirected into this website, right? So first things first, I just want to show you a demo, all right? We're still in the builds of working out the marketplace and how it's going to look in production, right? But it's launched, so you can definitely sign into your Send store and see how they work. But the best thing about the Send Market is, let's start with a demo. I will join and create a marketplace, right? So we already talked about the Send store. You create your individual stores. You are an individual seller with your individual products, right? So now, let's say I am a store owner. You have seen my products. I want to join a marketplace, right? I'm going to sign in with a demo account, right? So as you can see, we have 3 different marketplaces available, right? Yes, the Young Enterprise Scheme is one of the biggest, let's say, accelerator programs for high school students in order to start their own businesses across New Zealand. So on a national scale, they have their own marketplace right here. So let's say I'm a Yes alumni. I have my own products that I want to sell, or even if I'm in Yes, right? So I click on the Yes marketplace. I click on continue, and as you can see, Yes has some pre-built questions for me that are asking me, hey, who are you, right? Are you a student or alumni? I'm an alumni. All right, cohort year, let's go. Oh, no, not 1900. That would make me very old. But so let's go into 2023, submit application. So these would be the products that would be a part of my store, just to show you guys a demo, right? So these would be the products that would be a part of my store, and I can select all the products that I want to list on my store. And as you can see, next thing I do is I list all these products. And here, this is the part which is pretty important, right? Each marketplace comes with their own set of like their commissions, right? So you will have to pay a certain commission per product sale within that marketplace. So this is the price that you pay in order to be seen on the marketplace. So here, as you can see, the marketplace fee is 13%, right? And data sharing with them, as well as order handling, will be fulfilled by you. So creating this, so once I accept it, I accept and join the marketplace. Now, as you can see, the products are listed. Now I want to see all my products that are listed. So as you can see, there is the Yes Marketplace. We are here and all my products are listed. Now I can look at the different kinds of like product types that are within the marketplace, which are like physical digital products, services, or events that are happening within Yes. So as you can see, there are filters of, let's say I'm pretty broke. I want to see, what's percent sort of thing. So let's go over here, power ramp, sports nutrition. Okay, I want to see what's in construct, or they have their vests and stuff. These are all my products, right? So one of the beautiful things about the Send Market is basically like having, let's go over here, Wellington Coast College. There's still filters on top of everything, so like the Innovator Awards. So I filtered it down to one product, right? So this is, let's say, a high-level overview of what the Send Market looks like. And as you can see, there are different social media links. Now, let me show you what it is like to buy different products, right? So let me bring myself over to this end, and I've added in one product. Now I'm gonna go into services. Ooh, okay, all regions, all schools. Yeah, clear the filters. And as you can see, website development. There is a bunch of students that are offering website development. I want to buy this. And I also want to go to Yes Startup Pitch Night, because I want to invest in some of these student products, right? So as you can see, three different types of products from three different types of sellers that I, as a buyer, am buying through the Send Market. Now, as I proceed to checkout, right, this is all my pretend names, right? Now we go into next payment details and I can confirm the order. Now, the beauty about this is that all these separate orders get invoiced out to those particular individual sellers. So even if you own a marketplace, that means you're not the one handling fulfillment. Do you remember that one little part where it says this is the yes tags, this is the order fulfillment? The order fulfillment is done by the individual Send stores. So we go into this, we continue shopping. As a marketplace owner, I don't have to worry about anything other than collecting the commissions. As a Send store owner, I will have to fulfill the, let's say, the orders, depending on the orders I get through the marketplaces as well as my individual sales. So that is a quick demonstration of the Send marketplace, and we shall see later. Bye bye.